It's not 1989, it's 2024, but the Lynchburg men's golf team is the ODAC champions once again. We're here with Simon Burgos, sophomore, came in second. He's the first Lynchburg men's golfer to place second at the ODAC tournament since 2001. So Simon, we'll start there. You shot 3 under on day 3. What was working for you out on the course today?
Drives were driving, putts were going in, just playing collective golf. Balls were rolling in, so everything was working out. It was a grind out there, yeah, that's all we could say.
You came in as a transfer this year, but when did you get to meet the boys, coach, and all that, but when did you know that this team had a chance to win an ODAC championship?
Since day one. Since day one, I'm pretty sure we all knew that we can be a national winning team, and that's what we're going for.
Yeah, so you mentioned nationals. That's coming up in a couple weeks. What do you think the goals are for the guys heading to the national tournament?
I think we're in a good trend right now. I think we're all in a good mindset, and I'm pretty sure we can all go out there and do it. In Vegas, no better place to do it.
Sweet. Simon, let me get a Go Hornets.
Go Hornets, baby.
Okay, we're here with a 4-time All-ODAC. 3rd place last year, tied for 3rd place this year at the ODAC Championship, and the senior that helped lead the Hornets to their first ODAC Championship in 35 years, Andrew Watson. Let's just get your instant reaction to that. All those accolades laid out and then put the cherry on top with leading the team to a championship. How does that feel?
Well, it's awesome to get a lot of individual type things. Golf's an individual sport, but I think this is something that we've been working towards and trying to obtain since the entire time I've been here. And, it just feels good to kind of go out on top in the ODAC and, forget all the individual things, and we'll go on to Vegas and do some big things.
You were a senior. You were in there with Harrison Smith, also a senior. Eddie Coffrin has maybe a little tough round 1, but he bounces back. Can you tell me about the experience on this team that may have helped lead to some success?
Yeah, one thing we talked about a lot during the round was just playing patient golf and, kind of letting it come to you, not worrying about making birdies here or there, and just kind of, hitting shots, taking it shot by shot. And I think that comes with experience, and we did really well with that. Obviously, Eddie, Harrison, and Simon has a lot of experience. And, it just worked out for us.
So you guys didn't win a tournament this year until the ODAC Championship, but you were right there at the top of some amazing fields all year, especially the fall semester was amazing for you guys. Can you just kind of tell me the story of the season from a good start to finishing up like this?
I think we struggled early on and even early in the spring to put, 3 rounds together, 2 rounds together for the entire tournament. And, obviously culminating to this at the end, just, it's nice to win the last one. You work towards this the entire season. So we kind of put those behind us, and obviously it's fun to be in the final group with some of the top teams in the country, but to go out and win your conference, especially the ODAC, which is one of the strongest in the entire country, just an exciting feeling.
And then what are your expectations for that national championship? You've had the experience in the ODAC tournament, but this is going to be a different beast. What's your plan of attack there?
Listen to Eddie a little bit. He's been there before, but, go out, have fun, play that kind of experienced, slow-paced, shot-by-shot golf, and just let things fall into place, and we expect to be kind of near the top of the leaderboard when we get there.
And my final question is, you did something that a Lynchburg golfer hasn't been able to do in generations almost, and that's winning an ODAC championship. But what are you going to remember most over your 4 years here?
Just hanging out with the team, enjoying the trips and hanging out in the hotel rooms, going to dinners. I think that's probably the most fun part. You kind of put the golf behind you. Obviously, playing golf in college is an incredible experience, but to have such a fun group of guys with me through this entire experience, I think that's what I'll really remember, is just the friendships and that kind of partnership that we've created over these last 4 years.
And you've been an excellent student worker with LHSN. You're always doing these interviews really well. I'm really proud of you on the golf course in the classroom. It's nice that I get to have you give me a Go Hornets here.
Go Hornets!
That's big time. We're here with the ODAC Coach of the Year and the first coach to bring an ODAC championship to the Hill City since 1989. It's Director of Men's and Women's Golf, Mike Veverka. Just give me an instant reaction to those couple phrases.
It was a stressful couple of days, and really excited for this group of guys to be able to bring this back, man. That was a lot of fun to watch. Going wire to wire was incredible. So awesome.
And you had one of the more dominating performances in the last few years. The team hasn't won by 15 strokes, much less double digits, since at least 2018. Why was this course working for your guys? Why were they prepared to go out and make this kind of run?
Yeah, I think we just had a really good game plan going into it. All week we talked about being really kind of patient the whole time. not letting bogeys or even doubles deter us, because that course was one of those where you'd look down and you'd be like, how did that happen? And all of a sudden you have a double on the card. But they did a really good job of being resilient and really determined the whole week. It was a different focused mindset that we had kind of been working on going into it, and they put it all together at the right time, and you can see the result now, which is awesome. So
I want you to talk to me about Eddie Coffrin. It's a Player of the Year. First one, not in 35 years, but 36 years for this Lynchburg program. Talk about his resiliency, bouncing back, not even in this tournament, but maybe after a freshman year that was sky high, and then turning things around here in his junior year.
No, he turned it on to another gear this year. The fall was stellar. Just incredible finishes, and then went through a little bit of a stumble there, but got it all back and cruised. Just an incredibly consistent player, top to bottom. I'm really excited to see what he can do going into Vegas with the rest of the guys this time. So he's been in the Nationals once, but now he's got a group of guys behind him going into it. So really excited about that for sure.
From the perspective of a golf coach, your guys are right there all fall, slow start to the spring, and then really picking up some of your best golf here at the end of the year. How do you kind of temper expectations with the success and then help this team get over the hump to finally win not only a tournament, but the ODAC championship?
Yeah, no, we had a great fall. I think better than we had even expected. And then came out in the spring just a little bit flat, but used those times to kind of iron out some pieces that we needed to, and got into a really good place going into the last few events, and had a second place finish going into ODACs. And I thought we were ramping up into the right place, and had a little bit of time off to kind of recoup and get ready to rock and roll, and it worked out really well for us. So hoping to keep that momentum rolling for the next 2 weeks.
You're the coach of the year, but you have a coaching tree starting even in the ODAC with Alan Smith coaching Guilford. Aaron Kopanak was by your side 100%. This year. Can you tell me about the staff, not even on the golf staff, you can expand it a little bit, who helped your team get to this point?
Everybody, especially in the fall. My wife and I welcomed our little guy Miles there in the fall on the day that the team was leaving for Florida. So Coach Aaron took the helm down there and did an incredible job with them, and did incredible with the women all year long. They racked up 4 wins on top of that as well. Now they've been stellar, and anytime we've needed advice or kind of coaches counsel, we had an entire department to lean on. Which I think has been really beneficial in kind of getting the program to where it is now. So we got an army behind us, and half of them are up there on the hill. So it's a lot of fun to see that, and we're really excited to kind of keep that support and momentum rolling into Vegas.
1979 was the first ODAC championship for this team. It started an amazing 80s run where they won 5 more. And Bill Schellenberger was at the helm for all of that. You joined him as the only coach to win an ODAC Coach of the Year award. How do you now take this success and build upon it?
Yeah, just like we talked about at the end of last year, we finished off on a really good note, and I said, guys, that's a great start for next season. Kind of the same mindset, is you're always building on the person you were the day before, and if we can beat yesterday's self, we're going to be in a really good spot going forward. So that's what we try to do every single day. If we can continue doing that, we're going to be in a really good spot for the next few years. So keeping it simple and just putting down the hard work, having fun. So.
Pleasure.
Appreciate it, man.
Go Hornets.
All right, go Hornets.